Hey Glenn, okay, thanks for getting this in. Here's your contact sheets. Really good job getting him in a lot of different poses and with some different lighting scenarios. So here is one shot, two shots, three shots. And then we've got a lot of different shots with the light. Okay, I see. You're giving us your different lighting setups. No, they look like they're staying about the same, actually. Okay, so this is a really interesting shot to me. I could like it were it leveled, and that would be easily fixed. You know, just changing the angle of it, because it's kind of going down a little bit in this direction because the camera is sort of probably not level on the tripod. And I see this then reflected in the window. You know, I can see kind of an angle here with the shutters, and then the table's not helping. I think the table's just like that, but it's not helping. But if this were kind of leveled out, if you had him straightened out just a little bit, you know, and cropped it a little bit tighter to get that straightened, I think that this would be a very powerful shot. Because these sorts of, the background is kind of working in our favor here. You know, we have this, it's balancing him out with this visually heavy thing over here, and then a little bit light over there, and he's right in the center. So it gives it the image a little bit more dynamicism. You know, he is very grounded, holding onto the desk like such, and but the background gives us the dynamicism. So we have sort of this really interesting play between how grounded and sturdy he is versus the asymmetrical nature of the room, which I think is actually really interesting. This one either is displaying intense camera shake or is out of focus. I'm leaning towards shake. I can't tell, but if you printed this 8x10, it would be really obvious. Were he in fine focus, this would be your money shot. The lighting is really nice. I mean, I think really for these shots, what you did is you have two key lights, because the light is very powerful on either side of him. It's sort of giving him a rim light, almost a rim light sort of effect, and the darkest part is the middle of his face, which I think is really intense and working really well in regard to the wisdom factor. And same here too, you know, the light coming from this side, I guess it's not as strong in this case. So this one, the key light is really coming from camera left, and then this would be the fill. And this is a beautiful shot, really. This is really nice. He's in fine focus. We can see every detail of him, which is very satisfying because he's just such an intense-looking fellow. Here, yeah, like I said, it's just too out of focus for me. I kind of get that like feeling when I look at it. And then this is a pretty compositionally powerful shot as well, were it straightened out a little bit. And I am kind of enjoying this two-key light, the split lighting, where you have equally powerful lights on either side. I think it does a lot to give us that kind of like wise sort of information on the middle of his face. That's what's working here. Yeah. Like I said, you know, if this one was in fine focus, if we didn't have any camera shake here, this would be a perfect shoot. Okay, thanks, Glenn. And just watch the camera shake. Some ways to resolve this. Actually, let me check your contact sheet because I can tell you. Looks like you're kind of stuck at f4. Oh, you have an f2.8. Yeah, so you have a relatively fast lens, actually. So you know, the way to resolve this is to use your widest apertures. So it looks like probably what your widest aperture is f2.8. And then you can have you know, much faster shutter speed usually. And if you can't do that, get yourself a shutter release cable or start using a remote, and that should solve your camera shake problem. Okay, thanks, Glenn.